So I got this recipe, Juniper Berry Stars, from gathervictoria.com. I print out the information about these cookies, and it seems very interesting. So here it says juniper berry is simply divine. For those who have never encountered the juniper berry, imagine the spicy exotic notes of eastern spices like nutmeg and allspice and the scent of fresh cut evergreen branches combined, aromatic and perfumey. It is just the perfect spice for the buttery cookie, but how the best capture their flavor? Baked right in. Added to icing, what would best complement chocolate gingerbread or a classic sugar cookie? And today we'll be making the classic sugar cookie. Here's a picture of the sugar stars and the chocolate stars. The person writing about this said that they tried all three cookie variations and all had their virtues. The chocolate was very deep, dark, and delicious. The gingerbread spicy, but it was the simple butter base of the sugar cookie that allowed Juniper's unique enhancing flavors to truly shine. Here's a picture of juniper berries. And here it says, growing on Vancouver Island and all over the world, Juniper's gorgeous blue-black berries, which are actually tiny cones, are best known as the taste ingredient of gin. Traditionally, juniper berry is used across Europe to brighten game, venison, pork, stuffing, stew, sauerbraten, or sauerkraut. The berries are quite high in sugar and are also added to bread and cakes. In alpine regions, dark syrup is made from the berries and served as a dessert with warm cream. The berries' bitter resin help stimulate digestion and support the digestion of heavier fatty foods. Here are juniper gingerbread sugar stars. This is the classic sugar cookie dipped in juniper glaze and sugar. Whatever the cookie that this person baked, making the juniper sugar was practically a religious experience. Whirling the dried juniper berries in my spice grinder filled the air with a delicious resiny foresty aroma, and breathing it in, I could completely understand why its fragrance has been part of spiritual ritual since ancient times. Here is a picture of juniper berry sugar, which we will be making. And so here it just talks a little bit about juniper. And it is renowned for its cleansing, clearing, and protective qualities. The berries were burned as a purifying incense by ancient Egyptians and Greeks, and as smudging herb by the Siberian shamans. Both are local First Nations and Europeans used the bro for cleansing the air, tossing it in the fires along with pine and cedar during Yule and winter rites. And interestingly, considering its reputation as a purifier, recent studies show juniper contains a potent antiviral component which inhibit many different viruses and flu. Indigenous peoples also use its medicine to help colds, heart trouble, and breathing problems, and consider the berry an effective remedy for many conditions. Its bitter resins support digestion, and oils are dyeing and antiseptic, and particularly good for the lungs and urinary tract. Recent research has discovered that it contains compounds effective in the treatment of breast cancer, and apparently juniper tea is a centuries-old remedy for stomach ailments. You can buy juniper berries at herb stores and even grocery stores. And you can even harvest your own berries. And you'll be looking for Juniper's communis, the common juniper. It has a prickly needle that lives that like leaves arranged in whorls along the branch. And today we got our juniper berries at the World Market in Flagstaff, which was easy to find. So the common juniper is found all over northern hemisphere. It has bluish purple berries and it has cones. Today juniper berry is enjoying and is used in the culinary in restaurants, and it's a seasoning for game dishes, venison, squab, pheasants, and rabbits. So here is the juniper berry sugar stars recipe.